You know, because I'm not teaching hatred, but I'm teaching the re-education of you got to love yourself first. How we going to love all them? We can't even get along with each other. We look alike. Yeah. So we can't, and it don't mean we have to hate them, but you need to know who represents your open enemy. I'm not going to lie to you about that. They don't like you. And they wish you would solve your problems and leave them alone. You know, I have to deal with that everywhere. You ain't never heard of one white man that ever grew up in the world and got rich and went and married some Negro. Name one. There is none. Out of the whole 270 million, there's not one. We only represent 12% of the population here. And 45% of all of the people that's black in America that's married, 45% is married to somebody in another race. Trying to get away from self. Don't want to be around nothing that remind me of me. You know? So we need to get an education on that, just what we really think about each other and what we really think about being black. You can't get out of it. You can go somewhere and pretend you white, or you can be around so many white people you start to talk like them and dress like them, but you still ain't white. You know? And then they give you that where you can have the children, and the children are biracial. The World Health Organization only recognizes two kinds of life, human life on Earth. White and non-white. It's only two kinds. Just like there are only two sexes, male and female. You need a re-education on that. You know. And I don't have to be afraid to say that. That's just the truth. Now want to be men. We have men who have failed at being men who now want to be women. Those are problems we have. We need a new education, a re-education on gender identification. And I know that's difficult because the white people are trying to make a gender-free society. You know, when we were having, illegitimate children, or children out of wedlock or whatever, then they called them illegitimate, little bastard children or whatever. And then when the white woman started doing it, now it's called single parenting. You know? So we need, you know, we need a new education on their language. See, they changed the language to suit their social idea at the moment. And every time they change their social behavior, we change ours to do what they're doing. So when the women, the white women went to the white men and said, listen, we get ready to get liberated from y'all because we tired of this. We're not going to be in the house no more. We're not going to be cooking. We getting ready to go get a job in corporate America. We want to work outside the home too. Well, we as black women, we jump right in there. Except we didn't have nothing to get liberated from the black man from. He wasn't no big man over us. We were all both struggling, trying to get the equal opportunity. I'm talking about late 50s now when it started, trying to get jobs, trying to get housing. We didn't have, he didn't have any big stuff over us. The white woman came and introduced us to the feminist movement and made everything we were working with a man against a woman and a woman against a man. So they made us take sides. And so we left our men. Many of us set an example and went with the white woman's liberation movement, and we still carrying that idea today. And they taught us that we should be fighting for independence. That's true. Not for independence from the black man, though. Independence from them. You know. So we got that mixed up. We got that mixed up. And we're paying for that. Our children are paying for that. They're little savages now running around in the streets, and we want the white people to come in with some solution and straighten that out. They're not going to do it because they don't care nothing about our children. No more than they care about you and me. So the next time you get up somewhere and talk about your love for everybody, think about some of this, of how you need to be re-educated. to stop talking like a slave. The slave master said on the plantation, before they decided to give us their Holy Bible, the slave master said, they were debating it. Slave master said, now give them the Bible, because this book will serve me when I'm present and when I'm not present. Because once you learn, to forgive all of your enemies and love all of your neighbors as yourself, and then don't persecute those who spitefully use you, and after you accept all of that doctrine, then you will remain a slave. You don't need no slave master. You don't need nobody over you. Every day you're going to conduct your life like a slave. You're going to respond like one. You're going to talk like one. You're going to dress like one, spend your money like one, and love like one. That's just, how that is.